All right, I'm here with Nick. He wants to break 80, and a lot of that has to do with greenside bunker shots. So Nick, let's see what we have to work with, and let's see how we can help.
Totally.
Okay.
Little deep,
little far. Overall, not bad, but could you hear how deep and thuddy that sounded?
big time.
So actually, there was a lot of good in that swing, so I want to compliment you on that. That's how you could get close to 80, but that flew probably 20, 25 feet, and you're not going to save par. Now, it sounded deep because you were using your leading edge to go into the sand.
Rather than the bounce.
Rather than the bounce. So let's open up that club face and try not to change anything else, but it's almost like the bounce makes contact with the sound, so you could hear that splash sound that all the announcers on TV talk about. And the difference.
What about my hands? Should they be much lower and open there?
Lower always helps get your swing plane less, it gets more shallow, but you want to make sure that thing's open.
Wide open, that open.
Yeah, and with the hands forward still, you could still hit down with it wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So just commit to hitting down with that club face open. You could already hear that sound was a lot better.
Much better.
You entered the sand nice and open, but then you still wanted to curl it because I know you like to hit a draw.
Yep.
But we don't want to hit a draw out of the bunker. We want to hit a fade.
Yep.
So hold that open as you swing through.
And then as far as swing speed, I let up. I think this, when your club face is that open, you're nervous that I'm going to hit you and it's going to go over there, right? So I just need to trust the fact that it's going to carve right through that sand, spray that sand out like you said the announcers often talk about.
100%. And if you want to go back to our step number one, the goal is to get it close to the sand. So how much energy would you put on a normal chip, and then add the energy that the sand's going to slow you down, and that's how big you want to go. So think target, visualize the target, put your eyes down the line, and that's how you might athletically keep the energy going. So keep that open, hands forward, but club face wide open, and we keep it open with the right energy. You hear that splash?
Splashed it.
I love it, but there was still slight close, and you were pretty neutral there.
Yeah.
Neutral's great for those little floaters just over the edge where you short-sighted yourself and you just want to get over the edge. But we're fortunate. We have a lot of green to work with. So I want you to lean forward even more. With the same shot, you lean forward, it just lowers your trajectory.
I'm going to put that here.
There you go. Lean forward. Lean forward. Hands forward. Hands forward. There we go. Same thing. Yeah, do you see how it shoots it out a little bit?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, last one.
All right, money's on the line here,
Yep.
huh?
You know what you've been doing. You've made an adjustment. Now, what's one logical adjustment we need on this shot?
Need to hit it harder.
Just hit it harder. There we go.
Look at that. Get
Absolutely perfect. Going. All right.
You're close.
See? And now you have a logical, statistical chance of saving par. Worst case, you take your bogey. And if you're breaking 80, you can make 7 bogeys.
Exactly.
There you go.
Here we go.
All right.
There we go, man.
There we go.
Carved it.
Yeah.
Still
You
need to
still
get that
closed the
distance.
club face on that one.
I did.
Through impact. So on this next one, do the exact same thing, but hold that thing open.
Hold it open.
And the more you hold it open, the more you're going to rotate through it as well.
Okay.
It feels like you're going to hit a fade out of this bunker. Better.
Just about a foot.
And
I'm getting
believe
over
it
that.
or not, you're still closing the club face.
Am I really?
Yeah, because you could tell. So here, set up again.
Yep.
Perfect setup, leaning forward. But when you follow through, I call this presenting the club face to the target. So if I'm the target, thank you, I'll grab something right off of it. But if you throw it over there, you're dumping it out.
So what I need to do is keep it open all the way back and then
swing through, and then give me something on that club face. Thank you.
Okay.
Right?
I got you. So I'm rotating my wrist over.
Yeah, and you're dumping whatever on your club face off. Hear that sound?
Carved it.
That's the splash.
Yeah.
That's the splash. And also, you don't need to choke up so much.
So much.
You're losing a little bit of that momentum by choking up that much. So good. Hear the difference?
Oh, yeah.
You needed that extra couple, fraction of an inch on that club
On the
just
handle.
to get some more momentum through that.
So, again, a lot of amateurs probably do what I'm doing right now, where they have, you said it, point A, got the stance. Point B, I'm leaning forward. Point C, I've got the club face open.
Yep.
But when they're going back, they're either doing what I'm doing, not going back all the way,
Mhm.
and they think, I'm going to kill it if I go with this.
Yeah.
Or they, go back and then rotate over, and that's letting the ball get up, but not actually on the green close to the pin.
And it's actually, go back to that, how big of a backswing you need to go. I would say most people, they don't want to skull it over the green into the parking lot and ruin a car.
So they're going short.
So they're going short, but going short, the body knows this is not enough. So then they're going to flick through it to get out, which actually promotes the thin shot over
that means
into the
digging.
parking lot, right? And it also promotes the closed club face. But if you give yourself actually too much energy, you could make sure you come down with that open face, swing nice and long and lazy. And again, it's a cliche statement, but trust that the club will do the work, and trust that you're going to hit the sand and it's going to slow it down and you have perfect contact. You need enough energy. You need more energy out of the bunker to make this work. So go a little longer than you would think and just focus on, committing into the sand. Much better. And you got to get over that fear of sculling it over the parking lot into the parking lot.
And I think for me, it's what I would be happy with, again, trying to break 80, right? Here, let me get that there. So trying to break 80, getting out like that, I'm happy with. I'm out of the bunker.
Mhm.
I've got myself maybe 2 putts. If this is a par 5, that's potentially saving par.
Yep.
Now we're par 4, I'm in trouble, right?
Mhm.
So what I need to get over is that mental block of what you're saying is that's not good enough. It's good, gets me out.
Mhm.
It's not good enough.
Yep.
What would you teach someone like me to get over that hurdle mentally?
Let's talk about where you are in the round.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're 7-6 over coming into the last couple holes in your greenside bunker, you got to get it close. We're trying to break 80. You got to get it close to give yourself a chance. But let's just say you're Harmon in the Open Championship with a 6-stroke league. Who cares about getting it close? Just get it out.
Yeah.
And even if you 2-putt for bogey, because maybe you're 3 over, 4 over on the last hole, you've got some strokes to spare. So know what your situation is, and then tell yourself, I just need to get this out so I can 2-putt. Mentally, that clears my mind to say, just get it out with good fundamentals. I don't really care if it's a little bit long, a little bit short. You're not trying to be perfect. But if it's crunch time, you need to save par to break 80, you got to get it close. And then you're focusing more on distance control.
All right, let's go role play here. Let's say I need this for my PGA Tour card.
Perfect. You have to get up and down. So if you don't put enough potential energy on that backswing, you're not going to hit good contact.
Okay.
So take some air practice swings and build up enough power in that practice swing, knowing that you have perfect mechanics. Yep, perfect setup. Is that enough?
No. That might be a little too much.
That might be a little too much. Let that club drop. That looks good, okay? Mimic that.
Leaving myself a lot for a putt to try and get my PGA Tour card there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, but PGA Tour players, they make those.
That's true.
Right? That was the difference. But at least you got out with that same mentality. You tried to be strategic and get close, but at worst case, you still have an outside chance, but a guaranteed chance of making bogey.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes we have to ask yourself, what are we doing in the greenside bunker in the first place?
Exactly.
Right? If you know this is your weakness, let's avoid it like the plague.
Totally.
Cool.